What if I told you that inequality within a country is the single greatest indicator of health? For the first time in the US, HIV diagnoses have gone down from just over 44,000 in 2014 to just under 40,000 in 2015. That's a good thing, right? Well, unfortunately, it's only a good thing if you're white. Sadly, for African American and Hispanic individuals, there's a rather large disparity in new HIV cases. What's even more unfortunate is that this trend has persisted for more than 2 decades, and that's unacceptable. African American and Hispanic populations have decreased at a rate of 10.3 and 10.9% respectively from 2014 to 15, whereas whites have decreased at a rate of just over 13%. Here's a graph showing new HIV diagnosis for the most affected subpopulations, showing Black and Hispanics at the top. This graph shows new AIDS diagnosis, again with Black and Hispanic individuals far ahead of white. Furthermore, the mortality rate for whites was 2.4 per 100,000, whereas the mortality rate for African Americans was 17.4 per 100,000. That's a stark contrast. So what can be done? Well, we need to focus public health efforts on minority groups. How can we do this? We can assess the epidemiological data for trends in disparity among minorities. Then we can develop risk of predictor variables for these high-risk populations. Once we identify high-risk individuals, we can stratify them into categories. We can identify best practices for effective interventions based on those risk factors. And finally, we can implement targeted, evidence-based interventions at all public health clinics, hospitals, providers' offices, and health centers. Thank you so much for your attention and time to this really important matter.